Well, we're on Marylebone High Street and we're at below 31, which is sort of halfway down Marylebone High Street. Now, Marylebone High Street has been one of those areas that I've wanted to come and try a coffee because, believe it or not, I used to work at number 19. And the place has changed drastically since I worked here in the late 1980s, early 1990s. So getting back down here and coming here for a coffee, well, it's just a perfect excuse to get down to Marylebone Village. So perfect time to do it. And also, they've got the lights now starting to hang, which they're going to switch on in the next couple of weeks as well. So really looking forward to that. So, as you've seen, got a black Americano, but I've also got a portion of chips, but that we'll have a little bit later, and we'll have it after there. Welcome along to the channel. If you haven't been with us for long, the idea is we go to all the different independent coffee shops around London, as many as possible, trying the coffee so you know where to come when you go to London, so you don't have to go to your Starbucks, your Cafe Neros and your Costas. Also, just a massive plug, a massive thank you to YouTube for sending me this. This is their shirt that they've sent me for free. So thank you very much to YouTube for that. So there you go. We'll get the plug in there right from the start. So thank you guys. And keep sending them because I know other people that would gladly wear those. Right. So what's the coffee like? So you've seen what it actually looks like. And what's been really noticeable in the comments these days is you guys can tell, like me, if it's going to be a good coffee or not before even going anywhere near it and sipping it. And that's normally from the film that's on there. Now, what's quite remarkable about this coffee is it's been sitting here for about 5 minutes because I've let it cool down, but the film is still on it, which is quite something. So there you go. Look, there's coffee and it's still got that film sitting on top of it. So let's see how it fares in the taste test. And I must admit, I'm getting on with this because the chips are sitting here and I must admit, I am feeling peckish. So we're ready for that. And some other people I've got with me are tucking into squid, which is also making me feel like I'm really hungry as well. So, right, come on, let's go for the coffee. Right, so first of all, let's go for the aroma. Now, that, without doubt, has got a very, very deep burnt wood smell. You can really, really smell the aroma on that one. So, what we're going to give that? It's quite a pleasant smell, but certainly a very deep wood burning smell. So I'm going to give that a 4 because that's actually I can really get that. It's really up the nostrils on that one. So sometimes you really struggle with the aroma. So on that one, it's a very, very pleasant start. Right, let's go for the acidity next and the sweetness. Oh, the other thing about this place is when you walk past it, you think, oh, is that a coffee place? It is a coffee place. You double take because it says about a bar being downstairs in a restaurant, and it does operate as a restaurant, but it's open during the day for coffee and also for snacks as well. Hence, squid and chips. Nice. Right, and sweets and all the other bits. Right, let's go for the acidity and the sweetness next. Now, that surprises me because I thought there was going to be more acidity on that. But the acidity is it's hanging on the tongue and it's still there, but it's fading very, very slowly. Some of these coffees you have, and it disappears very, very quickly. This one is sort of hanging around. So let's just go for that again. That's very pleasant. The acidity is good, but it's not fantastic where it really meets where they come back time and time again. So, for the acidity, I'm going to give that a 3, which I must admit I was quite surprised. I thought it was going to be a bit more than that one. For the sweetness, now, the sweetness of the coffee. Now, the sweetness on the lips and all the rest of it, yeah, the sweetness is really good on that one. I've got the sweetness there, so I'm going to give that a 4. So I'm going to give that a 4 for the sweetness. Right. The next bit is the body. Let's have a look at the body of that. So let's get the camera and just show you the body. Let's give that a quick swipe round. Now, the body is sort of holding consistency. You can see the film's still on there, even after all this time, and this coffee has probably been served for a good 10 minutes. Body-wise, it's not the strongest body in the world, and also not the weakest. So for me, I'm going to have to go an average on 3 on that. It's not really hanging around the china. And that's something that's a bit of a bonus. Coming in a China can absolutely superb. Love that, and you know my thoughts on that. But if you're going to sit in a cafe restaurant, that's what you deserve. So I'm going to give the body a 3, but the finish, that bit where it hits you. See, I'm really surprised because with the acidity in the body, I was expecting it actually not to be as good. But do you know what? As a finish, I'm going to give that a 5 because I really like the finish on that. Sort of really does. The more you drink it and the more you sort of, one of those coffees that actually takes a little bit of time to hit the taste buds and come back. That's really quite nice actually. Will I have another one? Probably not, but actually the finish is really, really good on that. So it leaves you feeling good on that one. So so the body, the finish, I'm definitely going to give a 5 on that one. So we're going to toss it up because I know a video I made recently, I miscalculated it by 1. So I make that 19. That's a score of 19 for 31 Below, which is, I'm sure it's 31 Below, which is this coffee place on 31 Marylebone High Street, which is right down. It's almost opposite Daunt Books. So if you're in Marylebone High Street, you've got to go and visit Daunt Books. It's one of those iconic places, which is really, really good. Let's just double check. Yeah, definitely. So 19 out of 20. So I always think, 19 out of 25. And I always think if it's 20 and above, that's an amazing coffee. 19, not far off it. So if you're down here, I'd definitely come down for that one. Definitely avoid your Starbucks, etc. Now, if you want to support us in the channel, there's a QR code. You can buy us a coffee, and we'll give you a big shout out for that one. And thanks to everyone that has so far. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to leave you with a video in the top right-hand corner of where we went to Russell Square. Now, there's a fantastic cafe on Russell Square called Tropea. But in that video, I give you a sort of a 20-minute breakdown of what I'm looking at when I'm doing the coffee scoring. So that's in the top right-hand corner. And if you click on that, I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.